So, we are live. What up, though?
We are.
What up, though? What up, though? Real Guido here. We got noisy ass Kreyz McKormik over there.
Up in this motherfucking Sega game, bitch.
Playing Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Trying to go fast over there with his Sonic the Hedgehog like here. Looking like Guy Fury.
No, you sound dude. Seriously, you're
or Smash Mouth, one of the two.
Both y'all motherfuckers.
Both
y'all motherfuckers sound like a poor man's fucking Pickles the drummer.
Pickles the drummer.
It's fine with me.
I'm over there playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
So we got Pickles the drummer over here. We got the lead singer of Smash Mouth, and then you got me, the fucking Wop.
My new name is Garbage Pail the Juggalo.
There you go.
Embrace it, brother. Hell yeah, dude. You definitely resemble a Garbage Pail Kid, which is the shit. You can't make this shit up.
Okay, so we were talking a little bit of this off air, but on air. What do y'all think about hidden messages and subliminal disses and shit like that with Psychopathic? Do you think that there's like a NDA contracts involved?
Like when it concerns
like leaving the record label?
I do think that there is I think that there is a certain non-disclosure agreement when it concerns like a certain period of time after you've left, but the NDA does not necessarily disclose 100% everything. I believe that this is something that I actually brought up in a video of mine. I gotta pause this. But yeah, like I think every artist, anybody that they sign, there is certain things, and I think this goes for about every artist or every person that they hire into Psychopathic, including interns as well, is that there are certain things that goes on in Psychopathic Records that they have to have a non-disclosure agreement about. It's without that, you would probably have more people going out there and flooding the internet with leaks.
Yeah.
Right. See, that makes sense. But
the only thing, I mean, it happens anyways, but still.
Right. But do you think that with reasons of why people leaving, there's like an NDA about exposing the reasons why they left? I think there could be, honestly, with their track record. You know what I mean? Like, like for example, let's look at Cold 187. What happened with him? Does anybody know? Besides poor CD sales?
That's the only thing that I know of.
That's the only thing I can think of.
That's all I know.
Right. See, you know what I'm saying? Is there something behind the scenes that we might not know? Or
you would think so, but Hutch hasn't even said anything. Like, he has not said a negative word whatsoever about anything involving Psychopathic.
I'm just saying, like, if we want to go down the list of like the most, like, I would say gingerly like releases from the label, it would be Cold 187, and then it would probably be the Dayton Family. And I had talked to Bootleg, and Bootleg told me at a show, I was like, so why aren't you guys with Psychopathic anymore? And he's like, it was a distribution ordeal. So they signed up to them to distribute music, like to press it up in mass quantities for them. And then they got a nice, decent cut. The three of them got a nice, decent cut from the CD sales and shit.
Isn't that what ABK does now?
Yeah, through Native World.
Yeah.
ABK does the same thing with a bunch of artists, and now it seems like MNE's doing. They're just picking up finished projects to distribute, which is all fine and dandy. I don't see a problem with that, But at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, if you don't sell as much records, you get released. Like, what the fuck? You would think that if you sign somebody, you'd be backing them 100%, But I guess
the way that I always thought a contract worked with labels, and I could be wrong, was when you sign that contract, there's a specific amount they want you to sell to uphold that contract, and if you don't sell as much as you put the contract on, that's it. That's what I always thought.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Right, it does. But like he said that they signed an EP deal and then a full length album deal for distribution, and they released both of those inside, and they did pretty decent sales, to be honest.
Yeah,
but probably not as much as they were hoping. That's my guess.
Right.
You know.
And plus, there might also be a possible clause in their contracts that states that if they aren't able to meet up to their requirement, then they aren't. There is a possibility for a premature releasing of the artist,
which I'm pretty sure is what almost happened with Blaze when Blaze first got signed. Because to my knowledge, when he first got signed, that EP that he dropped when he first got signed didn't sell very well either, and they were looking to release him too.
Yeah, but there was like literally no distribution on that fucking album. I remember finding it in a Harmony House, and I didn't even know what the fuck it was. All I saw.
Yeah, shit, Harmony House. You're throwing it way back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't too far back. I mean, it's only.
No, there's no more Harmony Houses no more.
The album was released in what, 2000? You know.
There's no more Harmony Houses. That's what I'm saying. You know.
I know that. Well, what I'm saying though is like I found this with no distribution whatsoever. Like I didn't even know that it was released, and this was before One Less Cheat came out. You know.
Right.
So I was under no impression whatsoever that album was even out, but I ended up seeing something. I actually ended up having to ask the guy, "Hey, is there anything new from Psychopathic?" And then he ended up saying, "Well, there's this." I was like,
well, there's this.
Yeah,
I mean,
just like that. It was like, well, there's this fucking thing.
if you guys wanna talk about like most public release, like biggest drama, I would say besides Twisted, I would say Isham.
Yeah. I mean, like he ended up coming out with, that mixtape with Lavelle and EDK and somebody else.
Yeah, on AcidRap.com way back when.
And then there was also the Homie Don't Play sequel, and then but that kind of pissed me off when he released that shit because like he ended up saying, "Oh no, it wasn't Isham saying that shit about shit.
Yeah,
it was Homie."
He was like, controlling people, dog. Come on.
Like, I looked at that screen. I'm pausing this for a second. I just went, "You are Homie. You can't front."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me, bro. It's like, don't act like that. Just insults the intelligence of the fan.
Right. See, like how I look at that.
Yeah.
The whole backstory before that, behind that, Kreyz is that whenever his brother went to jail for some bullshit rape charge similar to Tupac's rape charge that he had, right?
Oh, I thought it was because he was driving while black.
But I'm
iffy.
And
that's actually another play on words coming from Isham because he actually had that line.
Yeah.
I had to throw it in.
But yeah, like his brother got thrown into jail for a bullshit rape charge or whatever, and his brother was mainly the booker for Isham, so all the shows and stuff they did, all the tours and everything, distribution. His brother handled all that.
Yeah, he was
his brother being his manager there. He has no way to distribute anything. He has no connections to anybody or anything. So he hopped on Psychopathic for the 3 to 4 year span. When his brother was was locked up, he bailed his brother out, and then that's when he dropped the "I Ain't Your Homie."
Yeah.
EP. And he wasn't just dissing on Psy, he was dissing on everybody.
But it wasn't him. It was Homie.
But it wasn't him. It was Homie. Yeah. It was
Homie.
It was Homie. That's what I'm saying.
It was Homie. You know. Because Homie don't play that. You know.
It was like, okay, yeah, and you're not Converse either.
Right. But that's the other thing, dude. Like the whole Twisted thing in general, they say they don't want no beef. Like, what's up with Monoxide saying that? Y'all seen that on Facebook?
I saw that shit. Well, one thing I
wish they could squash it, but they can't. Like,
hold on, before you get to that, I wanted to actually add something else to that shit. Was talking about the non-disclosure agreements and stuff. Even Twisted, like, try to throw that NDA shit coming that way. Because what was it for like a year and a half? Everybody was asking him on Twitter and shit, and just saying, "Hey, why did Psychopath throw you off?" What did Paul say on Twitter? He's like, "If y'all want to know, go ask Jay. He's the one who's making it so we're not allowed to talk." It's like,
right. So it's like, what the hell, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, now it's to a point where nobody really has an answer, I guess.
Well, that also has to do with the whole fucking Wicked thing too. You add that's like the fucking cherry on the top of the whole separation thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
With him knocking up Jump Steady's daughter, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Samantha.
It's like what,
the only reason
you expecting? You know what I'm saying? Now it's one thing. Okay. Let me rephrase this. Okay, it's one thing if you're trying to work with a record label, you fall in love with one of the record label's founders' kid, you marry that chick, and then you're in him with that record label for life. Okay, that would be the smarter route to go about. But no, Homeboy just knocked the girl up and expected everything to be handed to him.
Well,
and,
I know.
You know,
I know one of their biggest issues with that whole situation, other than the fact that he tried to keep it a secret from both Jay and Jump Steady, was the whole fact that he had a wife.
That too.
Yeah, he had a wife back at home, and I think it was a Shaggy when they were doing the Fuck Off Motherfucker album. I recall Young Wicked produced the whole entire original Fuck Off Motherfucker, and he was like, that came to a shock to me because he was always talking about how much he loved his wife and how he couldn't wait to get back home to see his wife, this, that, and the other. Well, on the side, he's with Samantha.
Yeah, although there are a lot of people out there who kept on fucking saying, you know, like, why does that matter? Because, you know, like that's none of our business and blah blah blah. It's like, well, you know, that was kind of the straw that broke everything.
It's almost like saying like the whole Monica Lewinsky thing with Bill Clinton has nothing to do with him as a presidency. It's the same equivalency. You know,
it's basically. But at the same time, it's now, you know, Clinton became synonymous with getting his dick wet in the White House.
That's true, and you could say the same with Young Wicked. He got his dick wet while being unpsychopathic, living forever.
The one word that I can think of that best describes that whole ordeal is psychopathic. Specifically, Jay and Jump Steady felt betrayed.
Well, the main thing that made him feel betrayed, dude, is that Homeboy did that, knocked her up, said that he was going to be there, and then his wife found out. His wife threatened to leave him, so he dipped out of Samantha's life and went back to his original wife's life. And then shortly after that, not even after the New Year dropped, contract with Psychopathic, I guess, ended, and he jumped ship to the enemy.
And the only way, if I recall correctly, the only way Psychopathic found out, because I think Psychopathic are trying to extend his contract, if I recall correctly, and the only way they found out that he was even jumping ship was because of that picture that he had with Twisted in an M&E.
Right, exactly. So it's just like, come on, fam, what the fuck?
And the funny part behind that whole entire story is the fact that he's jumping ship over to M&E, taking a picture with Twisted like they're his boys, when just the previous album he released on Psychopathic, he was dissing Twisted.
I just don't understand it, dude. Like, honestly, you know, I don't understand that kid.
Give answers when it starts that shit. He did that. He jumped ship because he's scared.
Yeah.
Simple as it is. Like, he's scared of what will happen when he's confronted by Jay and Jumpstep.
Well,
Or Spanish side.
It's like that one or that one Juggalo show. Whenever Rudy's like, wait till New Year's, wait till Christmas. They just smile in the camera like, come on, fam, we're waiting. We'll see you around the holiday. You know. I'm just like, dude.
We're gonna get you a Christmas present, fam.
And I honestly think that might have been one of the reasons Emily dipped out on the march, was because of the whole situation. They were terrified for what would happen if they went to the march, even though Jay had specifically said that nobody was going to try to start anything at the march, because that's not what it was about. It was about, as they put it, us.
Right.
He was still scared.
Yeah.
Now, at the time, okay, with the whole march thing, at the time, I know for a fact a lot of this is during the heavy when black violence was happening a lot with police and shit like that, more prominent than what it is right now currently. So I could understand why Isham and why certain African American members, ROC, Mo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand why they would say no. I can get that, because of all the hostility that's been happening. But the whole entire camp saying fuck you, basically, to Juggalos and shit, like, what the fuck? And then saying there is no gang list when Crazy and I are both registered gang members in Indiana.
Well, see, here's the funny thing to that too, is the fact that they're trying to say there's no gang list bullshit, but yet on their continuous evolution always question marks, the very first line of the very first track is can't get a job anymore because I'm a gangbanging juggalo.
Right. Also, the other thing is that, like, fucking Crazy and I are registered gang members in the state of Indiana.
Which is funny to me.
Like, the only thing they don't have is, like, a picture of our faces inside the fucking database. They have my Lotus Cross tattoo in there.
I would gladly fucking give them my fucking picture, dog.
Right.
They'd be like,
right. So it's just like, okay, we are. And there's a list. You can look it up. It doesn't take that hard. You just need somebody that works for some state police department.
And I can understand also why a lot of juggalos would be pissed at them for that, because it's like, okay, you're gonna sit here and say there's no gang list, but yet all these different juggalos talking about how they've been affected by the whole gang label, and you're gonna try to say there's no gang list. There's countless stories from juggalos being labeled as gang members because of it.
People losing probation because they're fucking
people losing their kids, people losing their jobs, people getting kicked out of the military.
No, that's the main reason why I haven't got a Hatchet Man tattoo, is because I'm afraid some bullshit might happen, to be brutally honest with you. I still got my Lotus Cross tattoo, and that got put on the gang database whenever we went to the gathering back in 2012. When we were stopping through Indiana, Crazy and I were. And he had a busted taillight, right? So we got pulled over for that, which is justable, okay? We were completely cooperative. And the guy asked Crazy, like, do you got any guns, knives, or explosives in the vehicle? And we said no. In a laughing, sarcastic voice. And he's like, do you mind stepping out?
It's just like, what kind of a fucking stupid question is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Officer, I got a bunch of TNT in the trunk.
Right. So we both stepped out of the car gladly. They searched the whole entire fucking car. Found nothing.
I got bugs in my lyrics, but not in the car.
They filled out the car. Nothing. They searched us. I said, this is the first time I've ever been frisked by an actual police officer. And that got a good laugh out of them both. So I don't know if that made them nervous or if that made them, like, relax. But the whole time, we were both there on the curb just chilling. Just chilling. And there was one dude that had a vest on, like a bulletproof vest on the outside, right? And he's just, the whole time he's just going like, so, where you guys headed? Just like, ready to like do something to one of us, right? You know, he's just ready, you know. And I'm just like, we're going to the Gathering Music Festival out in Illinois. We're just passing through to pick somebody up at the time, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, we'll get you on your way." We pulled you over for a tail light, this, that, and the other, and it's like, okay. And I'm thinking in my head, that does not give you the right to search our fucking car. But okay, whatever, you know. So, and after that, they asked for both our IDs, and then we got in the car, just sat and chilled for a minute. They ran them all through, got through, all gravy and stuff. And I told my buddy Kelly that what happened, and I said, "Is there any way you can look and see if they ever did anything or whatever?" And he typed both my name and Kreyz's name in the database, and it popped up.
Yeah.
As gang, as loosely hybrid, unorganized gang.
You know, that whole thing
over a busted taillight.
Over a busted taillight. So it has in full detail my tattoo on my wrist. It says Dark Lotus Cross, left wrist. I was just like, you know,
I'm just fucking covered up now.
Right, it's just ridiculous, man. Like, what the fuck, you know?
Is somebody perpetrating that on our conversation here?
Yeah, I was noticing that too. They've been there for a little bit.
I don't know if
really?
John or if who that is.
It could be Chuck.
Oh, it is John.
Oh, it is the Don of Chaos. What is up, brother?
What's up, Norn?
Isn't that ironic that my Amber Alert goes right off?
Oh, damn, dude.
That's what that was.
As Guido is talking about how he and I are on the fucking Indiana gang list now, and all of a sudden you come in and there's a fucking Amber Alert. What are you trying to do, man?
That's not idiot fuck.
Okay, Crazy. What child did you kidnap now?
I didn't kidnap any children.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
Why are you being an asshole, man?
Well, I couldn't harass you during your live stream, so fuck it.
All right, time to get my ass up. Oh shit! I almost died.
Let's see if anybody have the chat up to see if anybody's in the chat.
I have not paid attention. I'm busy looking at other things.
I'm about to go find out.
I don't know. That's usually supposed to be Guido's job, but
he's failing.
All right. There we go.
What happened?
What's going on in the chat, Guido?
The chat? I haven't even been looking in the chat. Goddamn. What's wrong with me? What's happening? What's haps? What's the haps, people?
Okay, Sam Roberts.
Damn it, Davis. Damn it.
Davis.
Okay, just so everybody out there knows, my fuck playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, it's playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm playing the pinball game. It's pissing me off.
I remember playing that a lot back in the day.
I'm playing the pinball game.
I remember playing that a lot back in the day.
Mute your shit. I can hear myself.
Okay, apparently this whole entire fucking time it's been private. How the fuck do you change it?
You're gonna have to go into.
No, boy, I was literally just about to ask. I can't find it.
Oh shit! Here, let me.
You gonna do it? Okay, you do it.
I'll do it. Fuck it. I have to pause this for you.
Oh God, man.
So we've practically been talking to ourselves.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but it's still recorded, so people can rewatch it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, once you unprivate it, where will it start from? Will it just start from wherever you unprivate it from?
Probably for live streaming wise. This is the first time I set this kind of shit up in like over like 4 years, dog.
Yeah, I don't really do lives myself anymore.
Yeah.
It used to just be simple where you go live and then you send a link.
When I talk, what does it show up there for me? Does it say Hatchet Reviews or does it say Minecraft Heroes?
It should. I believe it says Hatchet Reviews.
Oh, say, can you see that? I'm testing to see what it says.
You know what I think another issue is?
What's that?
Yeah, the fucking live stream is actually, yeah, the live stream itself is private.
Yeah, for some reason it automatically sets it to private. So whenever you set it up, you have to always make sure it's public first.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier when I uploaded that video for Lakeland Lunacy. It was automatically uploading as private.
Is this why like nobody else is joining?
I'm glad that somebody decided to tell me about that. All right.
That makes me happy that I was like, has anybody checked the chat?
Well, yeah, now, yeah. Okay, so I'm going into the control room.
God damn it.
So this is why we can't have nice things, Guido.
This is why we can't have nice things, you guys.
I'll give you an A for effort, though. You'll get that.
Okay, everybody point
Well, I mean,
Guido.
you're not used to doing like public hangout live streams and shit.
Everybody point at Guido and laugh.
I do that anyways.
Okay, everybody point and laugh.
Hold on.
You're supposed to do it in your Nelson voice.
There you go.
I was just going to say, okay, Doran, your turn.
No, I like doing the Woody Woodpecker.
Although Dorn looks really different. I mean, he looks like a bearded gnome. Dorn, you changed your look.
No, I just don't have my camera.
It's like, man, I just went through 2 levels of Sonic Spinball without people watching me.
Yeah, you did.
And my reactions.
What was I doing this for?
This was all for nothing.
My whole life is a lie.
I was playing with myself for no reason.
In public, no less.
Yeah, you were.
What is my life?
2 burritos and a Big Mac.
Nah, dude. No, it's a soft shell taco with no lettuce, a chilito, and...
Fuck yeah.
You want a motherfucking chilito?
We do not have the, how do you say, chilito.
Burrito.
There you go.
Chilito.
So, Don Chaos,
What up?
you are going to be dripping in all of the lazy and crazy sauce, my friend. Holy shit.
Yep.
How much shit did you order, dog?
A lot.
I saw that.
Yeah, dude, like, I cannot believe that, like, that. I mean, granted, yeah, that's dedication, but fuck, man.
Yeah, I got this guy.
Then again, that's when you have connection. I wish I could there, I guess.
Yeah, I got this guy. So,
Yeah, mine should be here next week. I ordered that hoodie too.
did you?
I'm thinking of having that be my tattoo, but I'll make it blue.
Wait. Do you even have a tattoo, John?
I have a few in mind. I know I want to get one for my grandma who passed away a few years ago.
No, do you have any?
Not at the moment.
Like none?
Nope, I'm naked.
You was a naked baby. Hey, just so you know, Jeffrey Dahmer said on record that people with tattoos, they taste nastier than people that don't. So
That's true.
I guess that says something.
the more you know.
The more you need to know. Do.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
I was talking to my friend about that. She's like, I've turned my son on the classic Sunlight, but you haven't turned him on to the 80s G.I. Joe? What the hell?
The fuck?
So wait a minute. Hold on. Before he came in here, asked in the chat, is it public? And you said, yeah, hop on.
should be public. Why is it
No,
not?
but this was before Dorn came in.
You always know if it's public or not. If you look at the corner, it'll say how many viewers are watching.
In the corner?
In the right-hand corner.
Yeah, because down at the bottom it says 2 viewers.
Hey, shout out to the 2 viewers. Hey, boopity boppy, boppity boop. Hey.
That's him being Italian.
What's the matter me? What's the matter you? Hey. We up on Carnival Spirits and shit. Hey.
Just stop while you're ahead.
This is Carnival Spirits. We're about to all hop on the hoe train.
I was about to say stop while you're behind, but
I was going to say stop
Big
in the
penis.
name of love.
Pig Venus says what's up.
Hey, what up, Pig Venus?
Pig Venus, I like that name.
Everybody does, dude. It's like one of the most epic fucking YouTube names I've seen. It's inventive.
So Don, before you hopped on here, before we forgot that we were public or not, we're talking
A lot.
a lot.
We're talking about non-disclosure agreement contracts and whether or not people who leave psychopathic have those or not. You know how like in pro
I
wrestling,
don't think they do.
and then they can't talk about it.
Right.
Is there some with psychopathic, possibly?
Could be.
Because we think that people that work at the headquarters or whatever, they sign them for like, okay, don't leak shit or imagery or whatever on a future album. Okay, that makes sense. You know.
Yeah,
Right.
or to make it so that way the company or anybody within the company can't release certain information about upcoming releases.
Right. And
Didn't when you interviewed Sasha Doll, she said she couldn't say certain stuff at the time?
Yep.
Huh.
Well, you know, like I also ended up saying as well that Twisted, you know, after being barraged with questions for about a year and a half about why they left Psychopathic, fucking Paul ends up coming up on Twitter at some point and says, you know what, if you want the answer, go talk to Jay, because he's the one who told us that we're not allowed to say anything. That's when I started realizing, oh yeah, these motherfuckers got NDAs. Trying to figure out what I want to play.
And we were talking about like the people that left Psychopathic but didn't say shit versus the people who did. The two that I can think of that didn't really talk much shit was Cold 187 and the Dayton family.
Yep.
Dayton family, I talked to Bootleg and he said that it was mainly a distribution deal that they signed so that they could distribute.
I don't even think Project Born said anything bad or harsh either.
Right, or Project Born. That's another good one. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
I think that they probably would have, though, when they were younger, because they were, like, you know, in their teens at the time that they were signed.
Yep.
That's very true. That's very true.
Not to mention the album Born Dead that they released through Psychopathic kind of fucking sucks. So that's why they got released. So I'm sure that at the time, they probably ended up talking shit.
Probably.
You know, just being hot-headed teenagers, pissed off. Was like, we got signed and released within less than a year.
Yeah, there was only one song that they ever had that I liked, and I can't even remember the name of it anymore.
Please tell me it was Losing It featuring Isham. That was my favorite track off of that entire album.
Right.
Go to War kind of sucked. Not to mention, like every version that I've ever heard, like cuts out.
But no, like that. Those are like probably the three top people that I can't see that's ever talk a lot of shit or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wonder if Steve Sinister ever did.
Like I remember that interview that you did, Guido, on your channel with Sasha, man, shit.
Right, but I'm just saying, like people who are artists that didn't talk shit. I can't think of anybody else.
Well, we already talked about Eshawn coming out with I Ain't Your Homie.
Right, I Ain't Your Homie.
The track was Graveyard, by the way. It was one they did with ICP that ended up being put on Forgotten Freshness.
Oh yeah, Tick to the motherfucking top. Biggest bitches project born in drum. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
You guys, what happened to Zug Island?
I said the soft A.
I believe they started their own. Last I had heard.
The history that I know with them was it all revolves around the Midnight Syndicate shit. With Hell's Pit, Dark Lotus, and it's Hell's Pit.
Yeah, because didn't Mike P steal beats from other?
Yeah, so Mike P ended up getting dropped as a producer, and then I think Sin ended up leaving with him, and then it just.
Nope.
There
it goes.
Mike P. Wall and then Little Pig, and they continued. They tried to do an album, which ended up actually being it was supposed to be called The Promised Land, but it never came out. And then
it got leaked.
They buried the hatchet with Psychopathic at that point, so they ended up getting signed and they released Toxology.
Which Mike P said in an interview was a very dumb idea, which I agree with him that it was.
Yeah, they should have just released Cracked Tiles in 333 again.
Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be the original plan. Was they were supposed to re-release Cracked Tiles, re-release 333. They were supposed to come out with another album after that, and then they were supposed to release Toxicology. So Mike P said that when they got signed and it got brought up to the idea of releasing Toxicology, Mike and Sin were both like, well, can we use tracks from the Promised Land? Because a lot of juggalos still haven't heard that whole album yet. And Psychopath was like, nope, just the songs you released for us.
Yeah.
Because I actually posted a couple of the songs back when the album got leaked on my old YouTube channel, Kevin Kid Riot, and actually had a comment on one of the videos from Mike asking where I got the songs from.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I remember when Cracked Tiles had leaked tracks. Man, I was all over fucking LimeWire picking that shit.
My question was, like, weren't they supposed to come out with a new album, like, 2 years ago through Psychopathic?
Yeah, and Shapeshifter was supposed to come out a while ago.
Yeah, to my knowledge, they were supposed to release Promised Land on Psychopathic. But I don't know if their contract came up or if they just didn't get as many sales with Toxicology as they thought they were going to and they released them or what. But they ended up releasing Promised Land through an independent label that I believe they started. Because right now they have Promised Land, Nebula, and then they had another one that they released. You can get them on iTunes, or if you hit up Sin personally, he can send you physical copies of them.
Huh.
It was good to see him this year at the Gathering twice. Last year.
Huh.
First night they were performing an after party, and then me and D Lyrical and Vinny were all getting live to them.
Yeah.
And then the second night they performed the main stage, which was dope.
That's cool. I was thinking, like, whatever happened to them? Like they were supposed to come out with like an album back whenever the Gathering was at what?
Yeah, they have the Promised Land Nebula and then the Promised Land Event Horizon are the two released since departing from Psychopathic. And to my knowledge, they're supposed to be releasing, I think, 1 or 2 more at some point.
I dig a lot of Zug Island shit, honestly. I just didn't know what happened. they'll follow them like die hard, like, you know what I'm saying?
I try to, because I was a big fan of Zug Island. I've actually talked to Sin, not face to face or anything, but through Facebook and stuff. I've talked to Sin, and he's actually a really chill dude. I was actually gonna start.
They're good people, you know. What I mean,
I was gonna start doing interviews on Hatchet Reviews, and I was gonna have Sin be my very first interview. And he had agreed to it and everything, and just told me to hit him up, and I had everything ready to go. I still want to do it. It's just a matter of getting all the stuff ready to do it.
Shit, we should put him on here, man. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, just let him air out whatever shit that he wants to air out, you know? If he wants a platform, put him on the channel. That's what I say.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll hit him up tomorrow.
The Island metal group. I'm like, not really. They were more of an alternative rock.
Yeah,
or as they called it, toxic rock was what they referred to it as.
I'm Amber.
I want to see his Zug Island Ouija Max song.
Dude,
That would be interesting.
I actually think that would actually be kind of cool. I could actually get into that.
It could be like Bonesaw, sort of. The Bonesaw song with that.
you're having that live guitar player a lot with his set, which is cool.
Yeah, you know, that could.
Oh yeah, that also reminds me. Sin was actually also supposed to release a solo album on Psychopathic 2. Now that I think about it.
For real?
Yeah, he was supposed to. They were supposed to release a Zug Island album, and then Sin was supposed to do a solo album.
Huh. The more you know.
Remember that DCG Con Crazy Hoodoo came out when he wasn't performing in his face paint?
What's that?
When we were at DCG Con, Big Hoodoo debuted his guitar player with him, and he wasn't even wearing his face paint as he performed.
Oh yeah, man. He ended up not having his face paint on when he did his performance at the Loft when he was touring with Ouija as well.
I want to know how that whole gimmick got started, because when he was first released onto the Juggalo scene, didn't he go under Do Doubla?
Yeah, Do Doubla was his name way back before the Juggalo.
Yeah, that was his name for years.
Yeah, and then he came out with Big Hoodoo.
And he was always like a psychopathic roadie. Sometimes I would see him at shows, talk with him, and help set up the stage.
Dude, I honestly think he should go back to rapping like Do Doubla style, that gangster shit, the East Side gangster shit. I think he sounds more better like that than he does in the Hoodoo gimmick.
I like Hoodoo though.
Well, I dig it. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Upcoming album is supposed to be more realistic. I just hope that it doesn't sound as bad as fucking Liquor, Lies, and Legacy.
Oh no, you listened to it, didn't you? Oh,
yes, I did, dude. Wow, dude, that was like an EP full of cringe.
I listened to it this morning and I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, dude, even in the first fucking song, I was like, what am I listening to?
Exactly. And then I started listening. I still got to finish. I started listening to the new Gorilla Voltage album, and so far that one sounds decent. I like the way the new Gorilla Voltage album sounds. I still got to finish the rest of it, but yeah. That Boondocks album, though, I'm still going to get it, obviously. I'm a review channel. That's what I do. It'll be one of the only few bad reviews that I do. I'm just going to throw that out there now.
I definitely remember the look on my face when I first heard the Purple Gang, and the look on my face was rather similar. Just
Legs Diamond and the Purple Gang?
Yeah, I had this look on my face like,
oh my god, the Purple Gang!
Yeah, dude, and this album was just like...
There you go. There you go, just for you.
Oh, kiss my ass. Oh, damn, I'd rather play Jaws. Actually, no.
That is one that I'm definitely not too thrilled about having in my collection.
Actually, no, let me correct myself. I'd rather play Back to the Future 2 and 3.
This one, on the other hand, I'm extremely happy to have in my collection.
Oh, the original?
Yeah.
That one I don't blame you.
What purple gang, fam?
I mean, I understand why they did it because they want to give some exposure for Legs Diamond, but I think they could have went about it a lot better.
They should put Sugar Slam in there.
Yeah, because wasn't it was Legs Diamond, Sugar Slam, and Jump Steady, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah. And have Sugar Slam rap and shit when she can't remember all of her lines. Like, okay, if you're doing background vocals, you know, and you need a female vocalist, okay, she's good on that. She was on VG shit.
She also did Marvelous Missing Link too, didn't she?
I believe so. Yeah, yeah. And what's that one song? Give me that shit. Give me that shit.
Give me that shit.
As far
Give
as
me
that
that
doing stuff from Hell's Pit and Shangri-La.
She was on that?
Yeah, on Angels and Falling, the girl singing that part, that's her.
Oh, I did not know that.
I did not either. You learn something new every day. Here we go.
One new every day.
Only here at Carnival Spirits.
No shit, right? We learn shit here, fam.
The more you know, the more you forget. That's what I say.
The more you know, the more you forget. I love it.
You like that? It's the facts, dog. Like, the more you know, the more you forget, you know?
Ah, damn.
Fam.
You'll never guess what I'm playing now.
I have no clue.
Oh shit, what's this? Oh shit, Wasp. Awesome.
I know I recognize the music, but I can't put name to music.
Ah shit.
Oh, I hear it. Ticka.
Right?
That's
Like,
my
huh. I didn't realize that was added to that soundtrack.
Ticka.
base for
Hey, Rambo over there, bro. What the fuck?
Nah, mashing, dude. That's what you do when you're playing a fucking beat 'em up.
Oh, I play a
You know, when you're playing Jaws in your head, you're going, yum, 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 yum.
Okay, so that's
Actually,
it.
no, when I'm playing,
So
no, when I'm playing Jaws, it's usually just like, I hate myself. This is the incredible high level of self-pity and hatred that I have for myself.
Chaos. Speaking of Jaws.
That
so
Jaws
what beat 'em up are you?
Yes,
What beat 'em
two
up are you
was-
playing?
Speaking of Jaws.
Hell yeah.
He's getting himself a grill made so that way he can be in the next fucking 007 movie and shit.
Fuck yeah, I am.
He's tall enough.
You gonna get you some Hatchet Man grills, man?
He's ugly
Hatchman?
enough.
No, I ain't gonna get no Hatchman grills. Sorry, dog. I love ICP and I love the whole Jungle World and all that, but I don't. Not that much.
It's like not enough to get me some Hatchet Man grills. So leave that. Mr. Ouija Mac can keep those.
Right. His is actually custom made for his teeth. He has a jacked up bottom jaw. I don't know if you all have seen that. Where like one tooth is like behind the other like this. Or whatever. And they actually make it like that.
Well, you better do an updated video when you get those in and go, hey, what's up, son?
What's the other one I did? I don't remember that shit.
That one you did years ago.
I don't remember that shit.
Yes, I remember the first time I see it, I like literally fell on the floor so hard from laughing.
What you got, son?
Yeah, now you need to do an updated version.
with the grills, though. It's got to be with the grills.
Oh, let me see if I can pull that up. Oh my god.
Yes, that was hilarious. It still cracks me up.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, okay. I'm checking live chat. Okay. I'm sure these people know that we aren't forgetting him. Okay, let's see here. Cool 187, yep. State family for talk shit. Let's have fun says. No, they have not. Not that I believe so. LOL shapeshifter. What the fuck is this shenanigans? It's just shenanigans, fam.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. I see people like, I'm going to have to go listen to that new Boondocks album now. No.
No, fam, don't.
Baby boy, do it. Do it, fam. Tell me if it's like Kid Rock. Wait, Kid Rock never rode a bike down my block.
No, don't do it. Save your...
Save your mentality and your sanity, bro.
Save your eardrums, bro.
Big Venus says it was Bushwhack Bill, not Jump Steady.
Bill.
Yeah.
I know he did the intro, but that's all I know.
Oh, I don't know.
What, Legs Diamond? Hold on.
Yeah, he just did the intro.
Yeah, I don't think he was actually part of it. I'm pretty sure it was Jump Steady, Legs Diamond.
Did you get the car in the background?
Yeah, of course, like...
Or
I know Bushwick did that.
All in white.
yeah, everybody talk at once.
No, I just seen that picture and said, "Oh shit, Bushwick Bill got tall and white." He grew an eye. Like,
You got an eye? Yeah.
Yeah. Vocals, Legs Diamond, Sugar Slam, and Jump Steady. Additional vocals, Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope, Cole 187, Bushwick Bill, Damian Butch, and then guitars, obviously, Legs Diamond. So, yeah. Legs Diamond, Jump Steady, Sugar Slam.
Yeah, the only thing Bushwick Bill did, though, was like the actual intro with the talking at the beginning.
Let's see if I can find that video.
Remember when they were supposed to do that ICP and Jetta Boys tour? What the heck?
Yeah, whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to fucking tour of that what's his name? Flatliners and ICP. Wasn't that gonna be a thing?
That would have been dope.
I think that would be dope.
The shit.
Somebody in the chat asked, what happened to Awesome Dre?
Awesome Dre, he's still around. He's still doing music, fam. He had a new album, and he got a distribution deal to re-release all of his original albums on cassettes, vinyl, and CDs. And he finally got full rights to them all. Which
There
is
you go.
Does that include all of his Hatchet House shit?
I don't know about the Hatchet House shit. I just know all of his solo shit before he signed and did anything. So,
which means we'll get a re-release of You Can't Hold Me Back? Yes.
Yeah, You Can't Hold Me Back, all that. He has rights to all of that now.
Dope.
So, there you go.
Here's the question from me now.
What's that?
I know it was announced at one point on, I think they announced it on Fago Lovers, that this man got signed, and since he's been signed, I don't know if he's still signed or if he's not signed, and if he is still signed, what the fuck has he been doing? Vanilla Ice.
He's been building houses, son.
He's building houses or mansions.
I know, like years ago they announced that he had signed to Psychopathic, and then that was like all we ever heard about it was that he was signed. Nothing ever came of it that I know of.
Well,
it was just blue ball syndrome.
Pretty much. Bragging rights.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you think about it, just having him signed on there, I think is probably one of the main reasons why Hutch ended up popping up.
He was legit.
So, okay, y'all, I'm just going to tell you flat out, what I'm playing is Captain America and the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Captain just signed, just added me. Hell yeah. There we go.
Okay, hold on. They're asking crazy. Give them your opinion. They're asking, is the new Boondocks album really that bad?
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, fam.
I mean, it's not Purple Gang bad, but it is pretty fucking bad.
Yo, fam, like they sounds like fucking shitty ass Kid Rock shit, honestly.
Big Venus thinks that I'm jerking it. I'll make seaweed out of you.
Hell yeah, he's jerking it. What's up?
What's up?
Hell yeah.
He really wants that in his head. Me touching my penis.
Hell yeah, touching his penis. What's up?
Ah, shit. What the fuck? Die, Squidbilly, mechanical motherfucker. I'm in the water level.
Nightmare Entertainment in the chat saying, whoop, motherfucker, whoop.
Necessary Evil said that the new Boondocks is fucking awful.
Yeah, it is. You know, I would think that with him coming off of Psychopathic, he would make like way more wickeder shit or whatever. But now he's making that commercial style shit, which is annoying.
And he's like, he's like, that's it. I'm gonna listen to the new Boondocks album right now. Don't fam.
All right, just make sure you keep knives and razor blades away from your presence at the time you're listening to this motherfucker.
See, for me, honestly, personally, I haven't really enjoyed a Boondocks album since Crimson Creek.
Okay, real quick, you guys. Who is Travis Trent? Or Trite? I have no idea what that is. Necessary Evil says the new Boondock sounds like if Travis Tritt or Trite, I don't know how that's pronounced, signed to MNE and went horrorcore.
Travis Tritt. It's a country singer.
Is it a country singer? I don't listen to country, dog.
Yeah, I don't really listen to country either.
Travis Tritt is old country.
Oh.
Not like moldy old country, like Josephus country or anything like that, but kind of like mid 80s to early 90s country.
Oh.
Before stadium country.
See,
you know, 9/11, actually, it's like before 9/11 country.
9/11 country, gotcha. Illuminati. Illuminati, what up,
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I liked The Harvest. I didn't think The Harvest was a bad album. I just personally thought Crimson Creek was Boondocks' best work on Psychopathic.
Oh, that's a good example.
Project, fam.
Oh, baby, let's go boot scooting. Yeah, that.
I liked The Harvest. I'm not saying the Harvest was a bad album. I just personally thought Crimson Creek was his best work on Psychopathic. And then ever since he's left Psychopathic, he's just kind of been...
But you know what's funny about that?
The shit he does with the Avengers, though, is amazing. I love the shit he does with the Avengers.
Dude, Crimson Creek was already a finished project before he signed to Psychopathic. You know what I'm saying? Damn near all the songs are all finished. He just re-recorded it with better equipment.
I thought that was what's the album called? Not this one. Hold on, I've got my CD booklet right next to me. Abaddon. I thought that was the one that was already finished because he left Psychopathic for a while and then came back and then Abaddon got released. I thought that was Abaddon that was already finished.
No, Abaddon was what he was working on after he left Psychopathic.
Gotcha.
There's actually a track on there for from Jugganation Volume 3 that Josh yeah, my homie Josh fucking did that. Remember those Jugganation mix videos?
Yeah.
Shit from back in the day. Yeah, so he ended up having a track from Boondocks that ended up being on that mixtape for that documentary for Jugganation Volume 3. Which also being on Abaddon.
Crimson Creek, the first 6 songs was already recorded and finished. What they did is they went back in with Kuma and helped produce it and redid some vocals.
Gotcha.
And the rest of the album was just added on shit that he recorded at Psychopathic with Kuma. And by the way,
Crimson Creek was good because it was a more personal album for him, and that album got me through a lot of dark stuff in my life at the time it came out.
Anybody else what happened to Kuma?
Kuma ended up getting a job at a different company. I think as a not making beats, but actually as a doing something else. I can't remember what.
Well, like a sound producer or something like that.
No, it was like I think it was digital shit.
Oh, because that dude has real fucking talent on editing and shit, dog. Like for real. Everything I've heard of his that's been produced by his, fucking fire.
You know who I think is a really good producer? And a lot of people have mixed feelings about him because of shit that he has said in the past, but I think when he gets behind the mixing board, he's an absolute fucking genius, is the Joker.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, that definitely is controversial.
Nah.
Oh damn! I just got bitch slapped in the back of the head and I died.
Yeah, you did.
He's just like, yeah, you did.
Motherfucker, you don't even see what's going on.
People in the chat are talking about Twisted was going to cover Nirvana.
Well, they also said that they were going to cover Scoot and Boogie too.
Twist Nirvana. I can honestly say that if that would have ever happened, I would have completely shut myself off from Twisted for life.
Okay, I need to get on my soapbox.
They can go ahead.
I need to get on my soapbox for a minute, you guys. Fucking monoxide. What's that?
I said just make sure that the soapbox is coming from Fresh Market when you do it.
Yes. So, fucking Monoxide went on Facebook recently saying, I wish I could squash the beef and shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head, you're saying that because you're not making as much money as you were before the beef, right? And you keep catering towards this Hot Topic, Warped Tour fan base or whatever, right? And that's not getting you any money.
Especially now that it's dead.
Warped Tour is dead. Warped Tour has been dead, dude.
Warped Tour has been dead for years.
Well, it took them a while to realize it.
Personally, for me, isn't Warped Tour supposed to be like a huge like punk rock thing?
Exactly. It's supposed to be a punk rock, pop rock, alternative, you know.
Yeah, for me, a lot of the bands that they even have on Warped Tour, especially nowadays, aren't even remotely close to punk rock.
No.
Warped Tour way back in the day was better.
If I'm trying to go after this crowd, right, and announcing they might do a Nirvana tour a Nirvana cover, come on, fam. Who the fuck you trying to kid? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at that. I just do the
right?
You know,
just cross your arms like the fuck?
The fuck is you thinking? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the boy. Warped Tour is emo now, dude. Yes. It's Spooky Tuesday. Yeah, he is all about that cheddar. I get that. It's okay. It's a business. I understand that. But it's just like, don't be faking the funk. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude.
To be perfectly honest, it seems to me like Twisted's been doing that this entire time.
Right?
Yeah.
I think Twisted wants to be emo. I think that's the problem.
Right. I think they want to get catered towards that crowd, but that's such how I look at it is like this, right? Juggalo crowd is like this big, right? If you try to make yourself emo or go from big Juggalo universe to like itty bitty narrow emo crowd, you know, that's you're just pigeonholing yourself in a certain spot where you can't get out, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the problem with that, with your argument, Guido, and this is just coming from an explanation. Actually, I was gonna make a video about this, but I might as well just say it now. So there was a Juggalo that
your windshield wipers, fam.
Well, I need to see where I'm smoking. Anyways, so there was a Juggalo that I talked to, a very, very smart ninja, and he ended up explaining to me that if you think about it, don't think about it like as how you were doing it. Think about it how along the lines that you start off with the nucleus, which is ICP. They are the ones that are primarily wicked shit. And then you have sections that branch off of that nucleus. So you have, so for the old school rap hip hop fans, you have Blazy Dead Homie. For those hick hop fans, you have fucking Boondocks. For I don't know, I guess second generation juggalos, you have AMB. For Indian juggalos who want to do that native, who like that native shit, you have ABK. And then for the sad, lonely, fucking pathetic pink hair, black hair combo emo fucks, you have Twisted.
Well, it's just like Necessary Evils just said in the chat. Twisted's been on that depression temp for 10 years now, even before MNE. Yeah. That's fact. Yeah.
Heartbroken Homicidal. Perfect fucking example right there. Heartbroken Homicidal.
Heartbroken Homicidal, he said, was pushed hard and had Hot Topic stores. That's true.
Was when they really started to get emo. It was in Green Book. And then certain songs in some of their fucking Cryptic collections and shit like that. I think they got a Valentine's Day edition now. And, so that's all lovey-dovey shit and stuff like that. But, like Twisted was supposed to reach out to that more emo crowd eventually at some given point, because with Most Tasteless and Freak Show, they were doing purely wicked shit. And I think juggalos even at that time were booing them off because, and getting mixed responses. They were getting those mixed responses because it was like, okay, well, I mean, they've got the backing from Violent J and Shaggy, but they just kind of come off as a pot-smoking carbon copy of ICP. So then when Green Book came out, that's when they actually started tapping into other elements of themselves as Jamie and Paul, which they started to get more into talking about feelings and shit like that. Even in Cryptic Collection 3, when that song Listen comes on, I don't want to lose you, but I lost you. That song. So like they're supposed to be tapping more into like the more emotional side of the Juggalo listener, which is, obvious, but they still keep it wicked, so that way, it still caters to the people who want that wicked shit.
Right. I just think that they by doing that you like pigeonhole yourself in one certain spot, and you can't get yourself out of that certain spot. Like for instance, like they do the whole pot smoking thing. Okay, they were the pot gimmick for the psychopathic. Okay, now they're doing the emo shit. And they've been doing that for like 10 years. And now they're trying to go to like removing the face paint completely and doing probably just hip hop shit. Wait, what? You know what I'm saying? And you can make the argument of,
I didn't know that.
You can make the argument of like, oh, they're just evolving fam and shit like that. But also in a way that's like, you can clearly see the reason why they're doing those specific styles. They're trying to make money. And it really comes off as faking the funk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I think that a lot of the stuff that Twisted has been doing since they left Magic, since they left Psychopathic and created Magic Ninja, that's been their sellout point.
Right. I mean, shit, like Magic Ninja, they can't even get away from the ICP thing even if they wanted to.
Of course not.
No, because damn near half of the label is previous Psychopathic acts.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I remember whenever it first started, they're like, oh, we're going to be true hip hop, this, that, and the other. And it was just Blaze and Twisted. And then RLC. Okay, so basically you got the original House of Crazies. All right. I was expecting a new House of Crazy album for the past fucking 5 years now, and there's still no new House of Crazies.
And then they released the anniversary House of Crazies thing, which I find funny because somebody on a couple of different occasions that you can't really have an anniversary album for a group that hasn't been around for like 15, 20 years.
Preach. Preach.
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah, they haven't been. Yeah, their last album was The Night They Came Home, and that was in 1990.
Yeah,
crazy. That was last time we went to Rock of Ages, fam. Dude, when we went to Rock of Ages with Echo Cyphine, I told him not to buy any of them because you just know they're gonna come out with a whole fucking box set of every single one of the vinyls because they had that one stand. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I
was
pointed out Home Sweet Home, I think, on vinyl.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, don't buy any of them now. Just wait till they all come on fucking... Like, wait till they all jump on, like, release a whole entire box set type sleeve or whatever.
To be totally honest, I stopped listening at the point where you said them, and then everything else was just muffled. Just don't buy them. Okay.
Well, I was saying just don't buy each individual one that they sell. But wait till they release a box set, where it's all one giant like box set sleeve.
Especially like box set would be cheaper than buying one by one.
But that's like saying, okay, don't buy the original 6 because the box set's going to come out and it's going to have House of Wax in it too. Fuck that! Right. I'm going to buy House of Wax. Well, now I can't.
I don't think anybody thought in 1992 when Carnival of Carnage came out. I don't think anybody thought, well, they're going to come out with a box set for this 20 years down the road.
Right. No, I mean, like the whole box thing is just, God damn it. I think my shit's about to.
And he's cutting out.
Yeah, and right as he's about to say, he thinks his shit's about to die.
Yep. I think I know what he's saying that the whole box set is all played out because fucking everybody's doing box sets nowadays,
Same thing with like when DJ Clay was releasing his mixtapes.
And those mixtapes were a dope ass box set though.
They were, but everybody was like, don't buy them separate, just buy the box set. Everybody
right.
Box set, and then lo and behold, there was a box set. The same thing with Bang Pow Boom. Everybody was saying, don't buy all 3 because ICP is going to release a special edition Bang Pow Boom.
That's what I did, honestly. I just really downloaded it, added it to the old dildo-shaped fucking MP3 player I had.
I have all the Bang Pow Booms, including the sampler and the nuclear edition. But that's just because I'm a collector. It's what I do.
Shit, I mean, whenever Mighty Death Pop came out, I had, I think it was a white one. And
I have white and I have red. But I also buy them like that because I do reviews on my channel, and I like to review the CD. I don't want to review, here it is on iTunes.
Right.
Everybody the artwork and everything and go through the whole album as a whole.
I want to say the new Triple F is going to be like the only ICP album I bought within like the past since 2012. This is the first new ICP album I've bought since 2012.
Damn.
Yeah. Because every single album, it's like every other song is good and then it's bad.
See,
that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay, let me finish. Let me finish, dog. All right, let me finish, and I'll let you. Yeah, rebuttal. But my whole thing is that the original 6 is untouchable. Untouchable. This new shit that they're doing, it sounds kind of half-ass as of late. Okay, just as of late. And I feel like I have to press skip on certain songs. Like with Lost and Found. Okay. That's the #1 song that I listen to on that fucking album. But like it feels like I have to press skip. I can't just sit and listen from track to track to track. Each track doesn't flow into the next track like the original 6 did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like there's like always like a 5 or 6 second end of one song is the beginning beats to the next song. and then the beginning of the next song kind of have the end of the beats from the last one into it. There's none of that, you know? There's none of that on this new shit. And I'm just like, what happened? Like, did they lose the touch? Did they, like, what's going on? So now with Triple F, I'm really excited with it because they got new blood producer. I'm sorry. Everybody that's in the Juggle world's gonna fucking hate me when I say this, but Mikey Clark
Don't say it.
is so dried out. He's a ringed out rag that has been ringed out so much that it's like as dry as fuck, fam. It's as dry. Fucking Mikey Clark is as dry as like a fucking Popeye's biscuit. Dog, like straight up for
Now,
real.
wasn't the last album he actually produced for ICP, was it Bang Pow Boom or did he do Mighty Death Pop too?
I couldn't tell you because
I know he didn't do Marvelous Missing Link because that was mostly Young Wicked and
right. But now that they have this new blood that's doing the beats and shit, it sounds fucking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying?
but like what I was, what I was gonna say though was so far out of the new set. Obviously, I can't speak for Triple F because it hasn't come out yet. But Fury was an amazing track. I loved Fury. But so far out of the new set, the only one that I really find myself where I can listen to the whole album is Found.
Found, yeah, I could probably do that. Maybe skip 1 or 2 songs, but that's it. Like
Lost, I can deal with a couple, but I'm mostly go what you were saying. Skip this one, skip this one, skip this one, and I did that a lot with Bang Pow Boom as well.
Right, because every single song doesn't mesh to the next one because it's all differently produced and different, you know. Necessary Evil says Mikey Clark's true last masterpiece of ICP was Tempest, in his opinion. I'd have to agree with that. That's another good one for Mikey Clark, to be honest.
The last one that he did was Mighty Death Pop.
Was it Mighty Death Pop? I couldn't remember if it was Bang Pow Boom or Mighty Death Pop. I knew he did Bang Pow Boom because that was like their big catch. Was we've got Mikey Clark back producing Bang Pow Boom, so I knew he did that one, but I couldn't remember if he did Mighty Death Pop 2 or not. But The Tempest to me is so much of an underrated album because it's actually a really good album.
Well, that's what I was telling you about. Like each song leads to the next one, so you have like a really hype song, like yeah, and then all of a sudden, toward like 5 or 6 seconds towards the end of the song, where the beginning of a new song, it slowly transitions. You know what I'm saying? So that's
okay.
Example, you know, and you don't hear that with their new albums, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not hating. I'm not saying this to hate. I'm just looking at it from comparing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm gonna explain why I'm chuckling here in a minute.
What's that?
Because we're talking about stuff that's great and everything, and here's Kreyz McKormik back there playing one of the worst Ninja Turtle games in history.
Be hating, fam.
Fuck your game, fam.
Fuck your phone, fam. What's that?
The game that everybody just lost?
You are a fucking asshole.
Damn it.
Rick.
That's right. But
What you got against Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there, homie?
So here's a question for you, since we're talking about albums and people releasing box sets or different versions of certain albums. What's your guys' view on Twisted re-releasing Abominations but not really adding anything extra to it except for the tracks that came on the 2 separate versions that were released on Psychopathic?
I guess the title is fitting.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Burning Man.
Because when I first heard about it, I was really hoping that they were going to add extra to it, and then when I found out it was literally just going to be the main album plus the 2 bonus tracks from each version, depending on which version you got, I was like, that's kind of shitty.
Right. It's like, really, fam? You're trying to money grab. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a great album, don't get me wrong, but it's like, Really? You couldn't add anything more to that? That's it?
Right. Shit, what was the other thing? So, what's up with the flip the rat thing? Does anybody know what's going on with that?
See, the last that I had heard when it came to rat, which I'm assuming is different now from what I heard because of all these indie websites that are selling the Flip the Rat EP as a CD with Triple F, was that you were supposed to mail Psychopathic proof of your purchase of Fearless Fred Fury, and then they would, I think, either mail you a copy of Flip the Rat, or it was something to that nature where you had to mail them proof of purchase for Triple F in order to get Flip the Rat. That was the last I had heard about it, and then all of a sudden all these indie websites started popping up with the indie Fearless Fred Fury bundle, including the Flip the Rat EP. So I have no idea what Psychopathic is doing now with it.
What I don't get is like all those indie websites. I have never in my life heard of any of these websites.
No.
For distribution for anybody or anything. So it makes me feel sketched out to like even order anything. So I just ordered like the plain CD with a sticker bundle thing or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
From Psychopathic.
Because I was going to do the same thing. I was just going to order the CD through Psychopathic because it's like, okay, cool. You're gonna sell the main CD with the EP, but I don't know because you're a website I've never heard of. And then more started popping up. It's like, okay, I've never heard of any of these websites until now.
Right. It almost makes it seem like a pyramid scheme or like a gold scheme type website. You know?
Yeah.
Does anybody in the chat possibly know what's going on with that? I'm
basically, I guess, like little mom and pop shops in all these different states.
I was literally just about to ask if Dorn was dead. Because I haven't heard him say anything in like 20 minutes.
No, he lives in Colorado where they go a little slow, but that's because they're all high up there. Because it's the altitude and shit. The altitude is high up, fam. They got some mountains, you know. I got family out there. I know how it be.
Kreyz has been here. He watched me cheap like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, dude, that was fun watching you get high.
He had a tear in his eyes, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
It was excellent, dude.
Yeah, and then we were sharing beers together.
It's sold out now through them.
Like, holy shit! Even Don's sharing a beer with me.
Pig Penis said, I pre-ordered from downthevalley.com with Flip the Rat, and it's sold out through them now. Oh, okay, so that's wonderful. Now, is the Flip the Rat EP going to be released like on, like, say, Spotify or something in the near future? Possibly?
Probably.
Because if it's on Spotify, I'll just wait till it's on Spotify. I don't need the physical copy. Like, I used to be big hip on collecting shit, but everybody's going to digital route nowadays. That I'm finally catching up to that.
I'll burn you a copy.
I'm down with that. Mirror was not fresh, necessary evil. I'm sorry. I could not get down with Mirror. Most tasteless and green
was alright.
It's alright. It's not like end all be all. You know. God, what do you think?
Somebody brought up a good point in chat too. Pig Venus with the Tempest conversation. A lot of people really. Well, I should say it's like half and half when it comes to Tempest, but you can tell it meant something for ICP because, to my knowledge, they close all their sets now with "If I Was a Serial Killer."
Right, yeah.
Which is what, because I saw them back in October during the How to Wicked tour, and that was what they closed that with too. Was "If I Was a Serial Killer."
Well, they recently started, and they always used to close with "Bang Pow Boom."
Yeah. They opened the show with "In Your Face," and then they closed it out with "If I Was a Serial Killer."
That's a dope song live, honestly.
Which one?
If I Was a Serial Killer.
Oh.
It is.
In Your Face is pretty amazing live too.
Oh, I saw that one already. That was alright. I can't tell you how many times I've been to an ICP show.
The show that I went to in October was my very first one.
For real?
Yeah, and I actually have, thrown by Shaggy, I have one of the Fago bottles over there that Shaggy threw into the crowd, and I caught it.
Nice.
And then I also, and I couldn't do anything but laugh about it because it was great no matter what happened. I was trying to record videos of like certain songs. I still got to put them all together and put it up on YouTube. And as I'm trying to fiddle with my phone, I
forgot about Mansmith and Mutant. Those two are the best. My opinion.
But yeah, as I'm trying to fiddle with my phone to start recording for whatever song was about to pop on, I actually got pelted in the stomach with one of the Fago bottles.
You can't put your guard down even for a second, fam.
No, like I said, all I could do was laugh about it. I did not care. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Just wait till you get a almost full bottle to the head like I did.
Ooh.
I got hit in the head 7 times in the head at a Bang Pow Boom show.
And I took it like a gamble.
It was by a fucking crate.
Even Shaggy was looking right at me. I'm like, yes, more, come on. And then he's like, all right.
Dorn, you didn't sue? What's wrong with you?
Hey, he knew I was getting live, so he's like, you sure you want it? I can read his lips. I'm like, yeah. And then after the show, he gave me a dap. He's like, this dude took it like a champ.
You go, Don Chaos. He said my name.
He didn't say my name. He was all just pointing me out in the crowd. He's like, this motherfucker getting live right here.
Right.
Well, yeah, it was my very first ICP show, so I didn't really care. I was just enjoying the moment. I saw ICP that night, and then I saw Weezy Mac that night, and then it's actually funny because about a year prior to that, I had seen Twisted live here because they were on the Most Tasteless tour the year prior to that. Same month, ironically enough, October. And then at the end of 2017, very start of 2018, I posted up a status on Facebook. I completely forgot about it until a couple of weeks ago that I actually said I want to make it my goal before 2018 ends to see ICP live. And sure enough, in October of 2018, I saw ICP live.
There you go. Our first ICP show was the Old Shit tour. That one was fucking awesome. They played nothing but all the old school classic shits that made them basically all the songs that fucking took them to the dance. They played live.
Did they play the dating game?
Don't make me slap you, Kevin.
Yeah. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to.
You better watch your mouth or I'm gonna slap you right in the face.
Yeah, dude. They played that.
How to trigger a juggalo? Do you like the dating game?
That was a dope. They had
rage face.
They had fucking Morlock Records, Twisted, Blaze, ABK, Dayton Family, and then ICP on the Old Shit tour. That was a fucking dope ass show. And then
when I saw them, it was just ICP and Ouija Mac. And then when I saw Twisted, it was Twisted, Blaze, Young Wicked, and Whitney Payne.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Expert Boys was on that tour too. I forgot about that, man. I remember they flew out like that night because they were supposed to be like last on Facebook they posted something about them being out in like Colorado or California or something like that, doing like a solo tour. And they flew out that night and they did like a 15-minute set, but just a short set. And then after them it was Dayton Family and then ICP. Yeah. And then after that, the second tour I went to with ICP as headliner was the American Psycho tour, and it was both these shows was at the Orbit Room. Rest in peace, the Orbit Room. That place is awesome. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, so The second time I went to see him, it was that show, and they barely sold a puck and placed out. The Ocean Tour was sold out. But yeah. So.
And only because I've seen somebody asking about it in the chat, Dark Lotus Black Rain album came out in 2004. The reason why I know this for certain is because I literally just posted a review for that album not even 24 hours ago, and I always put the release year of the album in the description of the video.
They can.
Yeah, fam, why aren't you checking out his videos, fam? You would know if you checked out his videos, don't you know? God damn. Lazy ass, juggalo, sitting in your mom's basement ass, motherfucking.
That's at Hatchet Reviews.
Not Hatchet Reviews ass, motherfucking.
AKA the Garbage Pail Juggalo.
Yeah.
So, hey, Kev, I was going to tell you something really fresh.
Oh, what's that?
I beat that water level without killing any of my turtles.
Hey, nice. One of the most levels in the game. Good job.
Hell yeah. What's up?
Yeah.
Where's
I know,
Will
that game-
outside when you need him?
Level's a fucking pain in the ass.
Now just let me know when you get the Technodrome.
I'll let you know if I get there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, one of your turtles is dying. Uh-oh.
Oh god. Oh god. Turtles have died. Oh, by the way, chat was saying something about tacos earlier. Guess what, fam? I had taco. I had taco, fam.
He's got tacos, fam.
I just got tacos, fam. I got tacos in this bitch. Who's got tacos in this bitch?
You can just walk over that fucking hole.
That's what she said.
No, bro. You don't get it. Like, in the third level, there's a house. There is a fucking house where, like, everybody who's ever played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles knows what I'm fucking talking about. Where there's missiles on the second floor of this house at the very top left. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just show it to you. And once I'll get back to that spot. You know, Kevin will know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Hold on. Yeah, I can already hear him laughing, so he knows what I'm fucking talking about. All right, hold on.
Let me see tacos and diamond emojis in the chat, fam.
This
Put up a turtle emoji.
See that?
Oh, that. Yep.
You can just walk over that motherfucker.
You can just wait. You can just walk over it.
You can just walk over that motherfucker. I'm fucking pissed. I've been playing this game for 20 years.
Like, you see those things on Facebook that are like, "How old were you when?"
Yeah.
For those moments, how old were you when you found out you could just walk over the gap in TMNT?
I never knew this. But to be perfectly honest, now my life has new meaning.
Hell yeah. Turtle emojis in the chat with the diamonds as well. Taco emojis. Hell yeah. No, fam, this is
we got taco emojis galore in the chat.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Dorn.
PD. So do you all believe the official Javon J story of why he or they forgot about some photos and shit and now you canceled the tour? Or is it something else entirely? There's something else entirely, but I cannot release the information due to personal circumstances.
If he does, then no loving for Nisha.
Yeah. I have to get go ahead from
the 4.0 jacket.
All right.
Yeah.
I will be right back in just a moment.
So yeah, I gotta wait for the go ahead. So yeah.
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 Get your own catchphrase, asshole. I hate these things. You know those purple guys that when you hit them once, they fucking split in two?
Yep.
Yep, that just happened.
That's what you said?
No, that's not even what I said. No, I said that's what happened. Ah.
PD in the chat, let's just say I'm gonna be talking about it on my channel shortly, soon. Probably within the next 2 days or so. I gotta wait for a go ahead. Danny boy, you're correct on that statement.
Oh shit, I'm in the sewer now. I fell in the water, he's a turtle, and he can't fucking swim. Oh well. Yep, Kreyz McKormik, professional journalist.
Yes, yes, he is.
For real, dog.
But no, like I said, I will go into detail, but I can't under this umbrella that we're on right now. So, yeah. Danny boy, that has something to do with it, but not necessarily his. That's all I'm gonna put out there.
Shush,
yeah.
Spoiler alerts.
I know. I'm trying not to, man. But I'm trying to, like, yeah.
Trying to maintain activity with the crowd. I got you.
Yeah, you know what's going on. So.
Oh yeah, all day. Donatello needs the pizza more.
All right, I'm back. You don't have to talk about me anymore.
God damn it. Motherfucker. What?
Oh, him.
Oh, that guy.
The garbage pail kid.
The garbage pail juggalo. Fuck. Oh yeah, it's gonna be how I introduce myself from now on in my videos. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Hatchet Reviews here, aka the Garbage Pail Juggalo.
Danny boy, you're really close on that statement. That last statement that you just put out. Just saying.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. That's more. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna. Just gonna say just yeah. Yeah.
Just say yeah.
Just
And
say
that's
yeah.
all that needs to be said.
That I can't. Yeah.
It's just well, we're just yeah.
Yeah. We just get like a yeah in the chat for Danny boy for being close to what I cannot say, but I can.
Just say yeah. Everybody just be like, yeah.
Just be like, yeah. SH. EYAA or something.
Dude, it's your fucking word, man.
It is my word. It is my word. Well, yeah, so,
You're like, I don't know how to spell this.
I'm dyslexic as fuck. One of my team members got dope stuff coming. What happened, Don? What's happening?
I can't share yet either.
Oh, you can't either? Okay.
First of all, we need somebody to come in here and be like, speculation has it.
Purely speculation.
Just get Wolf in here. Where's Wolf Medium? Purely speculation. Psychopathic. We need like a new sounding fucking background music.
Something that's not TMNT.
Right.
Something dark side.
Dark side.
Dark side.
Dark side.
I am your sister's father's cousin's best friend's roommate.
So what does
What's that make us?
Absolutely
nothing.
Oh man.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
So the foot soldier just walked right into my car and exploded. And
well, you know, it is clearly documented that the foot soldiers are not that intelligent.
Guido's on point. All right, end of the line.
I'm horrible. I'm a horrible human being.
Yeah, but that's beside the point.
Right. That's why everybody loves me.
Who's been lying to you?
God damn it, Donnie needs a pizza.
I need a pizza.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Time pot is better than night pot.
Oh yeah, all day.
Yeah.
My fucking shit froze up. Hang on.
Like, for real, what do you know about Donbot, man?
That's what it says in the chat. Donbot is better than Nightbot.
Go watch Still Fast, you'll get it.
That's what it says in the chat. Donbot is better than Nightbot.
Go watch Still.
Boy, I love hearing myself. Nat.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I can't stand. I hate my voice so much. I can't stand hearing myself. Boy, I love hearing myself.
Well, there goes Raph. Mike, you got anything to add to this? We're all like, we're all gonna die. Ah, Burning Man.
Burning Man?
Yeah, dude, the Burning Man is a villain in this game.
I want to go to the Burning Man music festival. Who wants to go to that?
Yeah, Leo's dead.
God, let's go to Burning Man. Let's just get like naked out in the freaking desert and then just like scream shit at each other while on psychedelics.
Where are we gonna yell? Motherfucking Tristan!
Motherfucking Tristan! Motherfucking Tristan!
I actually had a friend who
I'm gonna
was
move you over here
We
because
need to make T-shirts that says that with both our faces. It's like the turtle guys, or whatever the fuck they are.
just gonna slowly back away.
around doing that.
Somebody
please.
grab dinosaur emojis in the chat for me, please.
Little
Motherfucking 3 stars, bitch.
I'm gonna go to the microphone. Maybe we should go to the gathering and get a megaphone and go, "We got 3 stars. We got motherfucking 3 stars."
Why do I get the feeling that instead you guys would probably have to walk up to a drive-through at McDonald's and scream about wanting your fucking nuggets? You're like, don't make me assume my ultimate form.
This isn't even my form.
No,
where he would impersonate wrestlers at the
Actually, dude, you really need to see Guido on mushrooms. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you do.
Like, when you see him, like, everything is awesome to him, especially when he's got a fucking camera in his hand.
I guess I know what we're going to do at the gathering.
By the way, may I just say,
awesome when you're on mushrooms and you're seeing George Clinton and P-Funk play live.
Fuck yeah, that would be dope.
And on a Ferris wheel.
You know what's fantastic, by the way? I just love going to the Carnival Spirits YouTube channel on my phone and seeing State of Jugganation, and then right underneath that, I see Eat Ass Episode 1.
Hell yeah, eat ass. Eating ass.
I don't know what that's about.
Hell yeah, eating ass. What's up?
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
Hell yeah.
Hell no, I have no idea what that is all about.
Yeah, Don, let's eat a shit ton of shrooms, fam. And like grab tree branches and then be like, hey yo, you want some tree stars? I got them tree stars. And people will be like, what the fuck, Guido? Or like, what the fuck? Is that Don Chaos?
No, we could just act like they're lightsabers.
Shit.
Why am I imagining this?
Because it's happening. We're projecting it into reality. That's what we're doing right now.
Kreyz is going to pull out his phone and put on the Duel of the Fates for Star Wars.
Oh, I'm going to. I'll even label it that.
But no, I am definitely going to the gathering. I'm going to use all my tax return money for that.
I'm still mad no one recorded us at DCGCon all doing Bohemian Rhapsody. Son of a bitch.
I know, right? Hey, I couldn't. I was too busy singing it.
Yeah, you were too busy singing along with us.
No, I should have just given the phone to Jug or something and been like, hey, Jug, do me a favor.
Apparently, Don Chaos is fun to gather with, apparently.
Yes, I am.
Doran, you're fun to gather with?
I'm just fun to kick it with. Yes, that's crazy.
Am I friends with Danny Boy on Facebook? I'm not sure.
I wouldn't know. I've never been to a gathering. I feel so ashamed.
Yeah, Don Chaos is a fun person to gather with. Like just being around a DCG con, that was the shit.
He was just like, Don, I love you, bro, and then gives me a hug.
Yeah.
How do you not have Facebook, bro? What the fuck, Danny Boy?
Basically, Danny's my fellow homie from here.
As long as he didn't go for the reach around, we're good.
Oh, I mean, he did. He did.
Oh,
you can go for the reach around, and you could be good. I mean, that's all on you, fam. I mean, whatever floats your boat, you know?
I mean, I'm going to admit, now that he said he did go for the reach around, I might be a little jealous.
I mean, get gay, fam.
Get gay.
Get gay, fam. Be happy.
I heard
happy.
I heard gathering with Don equals getting gay with Don.
Hell yeah.
Yes, it does. It does.
Hell yeah. Everybody gets happy.
Right?
Get gay, fam. Yeah, get gay.
I was being gay the whole gathering. I was going, we're up to see you over there.
Yeah. Fam, get gay.
It's okay. It's okay, fam. It's okay. It's all love here.
It's all love. It's all love. It's 2019. We're not social justice warriors anymore. It's okay to be a fag. It doesn't matter. If you like sticking it up people's butts, okay, whatever. You do you, you know? Just wear rubber. That's all I say. You know? And no means no. You know? Plain simple. Simple shit.
Just say no.
And yes means Don Chaos.
Yes.
Exactly. Shit, if you want, you could use that as your safety word. Shit, why not?
I was thinking Porky Beans.
Danny boy, you don't have any social medias besides this? What the fuck?
Yeah, Danny's my homeboy from Colorado. He usually goes to a lot of shows with me.
How do you keep in touch of who's touring where if you don't have the interwebs?
Bagel lovers.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Gather, I tell him.
Danny boy, you better gather. If you don't gather and find me and give me a beer at the gathering, I'm going to be sad and I'm going to be depressed during the whole entire gathering.
If I go to the gathering, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna hug you and I may give you a reach around. I'm just giving you the warning now.
That's fine. It's all good.
No one hugs Danny. Wait.
Got your ear to the street. See you at the gathering. I'll be there. Fuck yeah, man.
But when it concerns the gathering, I just want to see titties. That's really my whole intention. I don't care about going to see ICP, but I'm planning on paying $200 just to see random tits. I have, simple goals. Just saying.
I will say those Mike Busey beauties are hotter than the Wolfpack girls. Just saying.
Don't get me started with Wolfpack. Please don't.
But those Mike Busey girls, oh Lord have mercy.
Don't get me started with Wolfpack.
Well, I ain't.
Why you got some problem with Daddy Longlegs or the Wolfpack girls?
Both. That's an entirely different fucking story.
I can only imagine.
My question is how do you say that you're all about peace, love, and everybody doing everything in their own time or whatever, living their own lives, and then you stop people from fucking smoking weed?
Yep.
At a music festival. And then you have chicks that want to be all strippers and shit like that, and not expect somebody to walk up to them and try to touch at a music festival.
Right.
Where there's barely any security and expect them to behave. Come on, fam. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know where you're setting yourself up. You know what I'm saying? That's what it just seems like. Yeah, I don't know.
All I gotta say is those Busey beauty girls in last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Shot.
Those Mike Busey girls make my nose bleed.
Master Roshi and that shit, alright.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
It's not an anime unless there's the guy that gets a nosebleed when he sees a smoking hot girl.
Hell yeah, nosebleeding, that's what's up. Oakland Mills goes down as the first person I run to every single major Juggalo event.
It's true. When we were at DCG Con, I was the first person he saw, and then I was the first person he saw at the gathering, but Asu's sister was the second person because he saw me and his sister walking and just chilling with each other.
Oakland Mills, I think I've met him like 4 times, and I always forget. I know he has that one hat with the little devil icon thing.
Now, are you sure?
Life isn't
Now, are you sure it was Brooklyn? Are you sure it was Brooklyn Menace? It could have been Big Rim Job. He has the same hat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which I'm supposed to interview that guy.
All I know is I've met Brooklyn Menace like twice. He gave me a dap, like, yo, what's good? Guido, this, that, and the other, and I didn't know who the fuck he was. And then I was like, oh, it's that kid. Okay, cool.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna interview Bing because he gives free donuts.
Oh yeah, dude, he gave me a Boston cream, remember?
He just showed up in our podcast. He's like, donuts.
I got donuts, and I was like, let me see the donuts. Oh shit, Boston cream, and I ate that bitch.
Bing, where's my hat? He says, oh, okay. That's why. That's probably who it was. Sid does too? I met Sid multiple times. I met Sid before he called himself Sid. So I met him back when his name was Ka. His name was Ka. At least that's what I called him whenever I first met him. Hollow Wicked. Which one was it? Shit.
So we were talking about this earlier. Anybody ever hear of Pledge Music?
No.
Are you talking about like CD stores?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have never heard of that.
It's another one of those websites. Fago Lovers just posted about it an hour ago. They're doing a whole bunch of Fearless Fred Fury packages that include a digital download, the CD, a signed CD, a vinyl,
Okay. Hold that thought.
T-shirts, meet and greets, and other stuff.
Hold that thought. Go on that website and look at any other bands that's possibly on there that's going through them. Because if it's just that one, and if it's not like mainstream, like say like Guns N' Roses or some shit like that.
Fuck this game.
What I'm saying is if there's any like really underground artists on there, then it should be legitimate. If it's like just like mainstream shit, then I wouldn't trust it. You know what I mean? Because anybody can sell any mainstream band's shit as resale. You know what I mean? Pig, that's what I'm saying. Now a signed CD now? What? Is it
and a vinyl.
And a vinyl? Like, what? I don't even own a record player, but I'd get a vinyl if that's available. But still.
I got a record player. It's an old ass one too, probably older than me. I just don't like records.
I don't like records because like I feel like they are more fragile than like cassettes or CDs.
I just think they're too bulky.
That too,
Plus, I
yeah.
don't have a crate. Anybody recognize this music?
You racist bastard. That's number 30, right?
No, this is not the first one.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, how do you not know this? Aren't you Italian? You should know these things.
I should know these things. The video games, that is the Mario, that is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Access best digital download. What's the most expensive thing you can get on that Pledge Music? What is curious? I was gonna say, what is the most expensive thing you can get on this Pledge Music thing?
What I'm seeing, it looks like Juggalo weekend ticket plus meet and greet and signed vinyl for $170. The Ultimate CD and Poster Bundle, Fearless Fred Fury signed CD, Flip the Rat signed CD, signed Fearless Fred Fury poster, and signed Flip the Rat poster.
That's for like the $80 one, right? Or am I looking at a different one?
Yeah, that's for 80. Yeah.
That's nuts. And there's only 19 left.
Yeah.
Holy shit. My only question is, how many songs is on the fucking Flip the Rat? If it's an EP, you know?
According to this, what it says here is the Ultimate CD and Poster Bundle, Fearless Spread Fury signed CD, and then it says Flip the Rat signed CD, 12 brand new studio recordings.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming 12?
It's MP.
I'm just debating if it's worth buying it or not, if I already ordered it.
Yeah, they said at their seminar it's not really a full-length EP or an album. They're just calling it an NP, which is a middle plate.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like also
not an actual thing, but they said it as a joke because it's not an actual thing.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
as far as I can see, though, that's the only bundle they have that includes a copy of the Flip the Rat CD. Is the signed CDs and the signed poster bundle.
I'm just curious of how legitimate this website is. This website seems really sketch.
Yeah.
You go to, click on Find Artist, right?
Yeah, I noticed that too. It doesn't really
Click
give you
on
anything.
hip-hop/rap. They're the number 1 on the top of the list. Scroll down. Phoenix Red. Haze. Town of Cats. I don't know any of these people. Okay. Alright, you click on Find Artist. Let's say rock. Let's see what it brings up. Frontiers of the Machine End. Who are these people? What is this website? For real. Hang on, let me post this in the main chat. Like, okay, you guys in the main chat, go to this website. Can they see that? You guys can see that? Let me know or not. I don't know if they'll let me send it with the www. Like, click on that link and just add the www. Like, you click on rock and, like, I don't know who. I mean, it looks legitimate, but
No, I don't think it doesn't do anything. It
yeah.
just if we want to either report you, block you, or go to your channel.
Does it do anything?
No.
What doesn't do anything?
The thing you posted, it just asks if we want to go to your channel or whatever. It doesn't. If we try to click on it, doesn't. At least it didn't for me.
Okay, do the pledgemusic.com. Here, I'll just like.
I got you covered.
You got it? Okay. You know me, Don. I'm not too tech savvy nowadays with the laptop.
I got you, bro.
But yeah, like it just doesn't seem legitimate.
I don't know, because other than ICP, I didn't recognize any names on there.
Okay, let's under classical with the genres. I'm just going through the genres to see if I know any of these artists, or if any of these artists are like somewhat mainstream known. You know what I'm saying? That, like, okay, it's one thing to report like Figure Lovers is doing, but I've never, like I've told you before, like I've never heard of any of these websites.
Yeah.
Or ordering.
It's literally like they just came out of the woodwork. Like, yeah, we
right, exactly.
Fearless Spread Fury album, and we also have the Flip the Rat EP as a physical CD. And I'm just like, wait, what?
Right, like who are these people? Where are they from? Okay, what's their about us say? I'm just curious. Connect with artists and fans that reach beyond a simple stream, download, or vinyl/CD sale through our marketing, unique experiences, backstage patches, the concerts, the community, giving. We provide fans experience. Okay. I don't know who any of these people are that they have these features of.
All right, well, Pig Venus says he's heard of Last in Line.
Last in Line? Okay. Okay, I'm going to just scroll down. Elf Kid, artist. The Damned. Another band.
I know who the Damned are.
Okay.
That one I'm very familiar with because they're an old school 1970s British punk rock band.
Okay, this says there's a brief little thing that says, after my first meeting with Pledge, we went live with the simplest generic new album campaign. We were stunned by the blowout, our target in 3 days. I went through the strength by strength, revolving a plan. They were hugely supportive along the way, this, that, and the other. Pledge allows us to resource the record. It allows us the resources to record and great rise profile of the band publicly, music industry wide. Okay. Tim Clark, co-founder of IE Music. Okay. Pledge Music is a great help. Fifi Wrong, artist. It's just like I just never seen this anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm clicking their about us. Like it doesn't explain. Like, are they a distribution company? Because that's what it sounds like. If they're a distribution company that's up and up, okay, cool.
Yeah, because Pig Venus just said Pledge is a legit website. It's newer and been getting used a lot lately by all kinds of music.
Oh, is it? Okay. I've just never heard of anything whatsoever from this website.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking with all these websites that have been popping up with the period pre-orders. Like I've never heard of any of these places.
Like I said, like if it was like a website that just buys out bulk and then resells it for like $4 more. If it's one of those pop-up sites, okay, I've seen those here and there. You know what I mean? To buy like the new Stone Sour CD and then they sell it for like $5 more than what you could get at like Walmart. And that $5 is their profit. Okay, whatever. You know.
Yeah,
I just can't immediately trust something like this website. You know.
Yeah, it's like my only curiosity to the whole ordeal is how are they getting physical copies of Flip the Rat?
Right.
Well, probably because maybe what it is they're supposed to pre-order the fucker. So if you because the original deal was that if you pre-ordered the goddamn thing, then you were supposed to get Flip the Rat. So they might be just working based off of that.
I don't know, dude. Like, to be really honest with you, I don't know. The whole thing is like really sketchy when you think about it. Not just like the Pledge thing, but just like the whole the Rat CD and everything like that. Like, I think they should honestly just do it like a surprise. Like, okay, if you pre-order it, you may and or may not get Flip the Rat CD with your order. I say do it like that. Why the fuck not? Like, it'd be like a random grab bag kind of thing, you know?
Because then people
get it. If you get it, you're lucky. If you don't, then fuck you. I don't know. Yeah, Danny Boy says, hope they come in on time. This is psychopathic we're talking about, dog. You could be like crazy and live like in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is like what, 2 hours, 2 hours away of a drive, and still get it like 3 days late.
An underwater level. Gee.
I haven't even pre-ordered mine yet. I still got to pre-order mine.
I pre-ordered it after Fury dropped. That song is fucking fire.
I'm probably still gonna pre-order it through Psychopathic merch just because
that's why
I don't know about these other websites, man.
Yeah, I might cancel my pre-order that I have because I ended up doing a pre-order.
Record exchange. Don just posted on the Facebook chat. The record exchange. Okay. Is this another one?
That's a website that's doing it also.
Or are they? Who else
Wait,
is the musicians that they got?
Where did he post it on? He posted on his Facebook or on the Carnival Spirits Facebook?
Carnival Spirits one.
Okay.
I'm just curious if there's any other major musicians besides, like, you know, I mean, ICP. Because if there is, okay, cool. See, like, they have their own. Like, I'm looking at it on my phone, and it's in the App Store. So that's when you know it's a legitimate company. If they don't have a fucking cell phone app for it, you know, kind of makes me go like, yeah, I don't know about this one. You know what I mean? Like, let's see if I open the Big Lovers with the, what's it called? The Pledge Music. Let's see. I know that's what nothing.
Daisy is a fucking Cthulhu.
Oh,
Just that's eye-opening.
For $16.
Psychopathic Merch hasn't put up anything on their store about Flip the Rat. Like I missed you on Flip the Rat. Oh, Pig, like, they haven't put up anything about anything out in Psychopathic Merch. Because they go through merch now. As a distributor.
Merch now sucks.
And it does. Like, you make really shitty quality shit. That's why if you ever get anything, get it at an actual show.
Yep.
Shit. I'll show you the hoodie that I got at the Luigi Mac and Shaggy show.
That's why I like Luigi, because he comes up with his own designs and he does it all himself.
I got this. Well, this
Now
is, I don't know
that's
if you can see on my camera here because I got not the best of camera. But this is actual really good fucking embroidery on there. So, like, that's the embroidery. And what's cool is that the little hoodie pocket has Flip the Rat on it.
Hell yeah.
This is pretty cool. I mean, it's white. I know I'm going to get dirty as fuck, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
What I figure I might do is just wash with a bunch of fucking red shit. But then maybe it'll dye itself red or pink or some shit. I don't know.
Danny actually has a Flip the Rat baseball jersey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, they released a lot of Fearless Victory stuff at the Gathering last year.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I get that you're doing that for money and all that, but, like, where's the album? Where's a sampler?
Right.
You know, I mean, if you're going to release all that merch, like, give us something, you know? Give us something to get hyped for first. And then they released the What the Fuck song. That song sounds like a B-side track, honestly.
I get terrible vibes when I hear
it. I agree to that one to the fullest. Man.
Not that it's a bad thing, because that's a good thing.
Right, I agree.
I mean,
yeah, I'm like, holy fuck!
Right. Fury comes out of nowhere. It's like slaps you in the back of the head. Like
I needed to take my pants after that.
Fury's like donkey punching your chick because you're riding her.
Other reasons.
What?
I'm like,
Don ended up saying that he had to change his pants after listening to Fury. I was like, because of yourself or because of other reasons?
I'm like highly considering pre-ordering it right now through that record exchange.
Do it.
No way.
Why not? What's the worst that could happen? You just get $20 out of pocket? I mean, to be
Well,
honest.
not necessarily, because when I normally, especially for things like this, when I normally do buys online, I always go through PayPal.
Right.
And with PayPal, if you don't get your shit, PayPal refund you the money back.
Yeah. That's the best route to go to with, dude. That's the best route to do it. If they don't offer PayPal, I usually don't buy nothing, you know?
Especially when Shaggy went in on Fury, I'm like, fuck.
Right.
And then Jay brings back his evil, sinister voice. I'm like, yes. And he's doing his evil laugh.
Which he hardly ever does.
Just the verse that always gives me chills is when he says 165 on the clock radio. I'm like, 5665 on the clock radio. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And I like how they each had 2 verses on that song. You had 2 Jay verses and then 2 Shaggy verses.
Yeah. It was more evened off instead of just like the Violent J show. Because that's what it seems like as of late. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like the recent Joker cards is like all Violent J shit.
Well, I've noticed Shaggy's been getting a lot of the spotlight lately, which good job.
I don't know. It just seems like to me like most of it's J.
Which, from the looks of this website, it does not offer PayPal.
Things that make you go.
Even that deep decon when Shaggy did his solo set. Holy fuck.
Fucking spider.
Alright, guys. It's 2:30 my time. I'm going to bed. If I click X on this thing, will it end everybody's broadcast or no?
Well, I'm still on CarnivalSpirits, so I could like stop it whenever I want.
Okay.
I'm actually fixing to get going too because you know
Are we all fixing to get going?
It's 2:30 here too, so
it's only like 12:35 here in the morning.
Oh shit!
Yeah, fuck your mountain time, fam.
Fuck your mountain.
Fuck your mountain.
Fuck your mountain.
Well then, thank you everybody for, sticking around with us while we just chatted about random bullshit.
Right. And the Guido, everybody point at Guido and laugh for fucking up the shit.
Really quick, Danny boy, but I like how Crazy is providing the soundtrack to this podcast.
Right. It gets rid of the dead air, you know? There's no dead air.
Well, yeah. And believe me, at some point I was scrambling because I was like, okay, what Mario game or whatever the fuck should I play now?
All right. Yeah, Danny boy, thanks for tuning in, and everybody else. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is my first live stream on CarnivalSpirits. It was fun.
And same for me.
Boys.
I am Hatchet Reviews, the garbage pail juggalo.
Yeah, I'm Real Guido. Everybody either loves or hate me. Next time you see me out here, I'm probably gonna have a grill. So,
what you got, Sean?
What you got, Sean? What you got?
You better do a revamp video of that.
This is gonna look so fucking horrible, I swear to Christ.
My gut, I already know my gut's gonna hurt from laughing so much.
Dude, you're gonna die laughing. It's gonna be great.
I'd rather die laughing.
There's gonna be so many show you rag jokes.
Show you rag. Y'all don't know about Treyway now.
I don't know about Treyway now.
Is that your nipple?
fucking dead. Taiwan!
Don't forget to bring the baby oil then.
I got the baby. Oh, who's perfect? Three stars, bitch!
3 stars, bitch!
And that's a good way to end it.